Hello, UAY family. How you all doing? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you are and anytime you see this video. Okay, today's topic is family wealth. Okay, family wealth. Yeah, that's what we'll be talking about today. All right, before we go into that, I would like you to watch this clip that I'm going to post now. All right.
If you have $100,000, now your husband has $30,000. We're talking about submission. How much does the family have?
The family has $30,000. My husband is the head of the family, right?
Yes.
So he has $30,000. So that's the family money.
So your money is your money. Your husband's money is you people's money.
Of course.
All right. So you see, that's a lady there. The question that was asked to her was if in your family your husband makes $30,000 and you, as the wife, you have $100,000, how much does the family have? Her response is $30,000 because the husband is the head of the house, right? Okay. See, this thing has actually affected so many families, even in the recent world, the recent generation you and I are seeing. It has affected so many families. A lot of ladies are not there to support their husband financially, even though their husband might have played a role in helping them get to where they are. You know, during my section on my Soul to Soul on Facebook, I do tell my followers that there is what I call support. You know, in the Bible, the Word of God made us to understand that two will come together to become one, just like I always say. So when you become one, there is nothing like a separate life, okay? There's nothing like this one, my money, your money. No, it is our money, okay? As a young woman and as a young man that wants to get married, during your courtship, this is something you need to know. You're going into marriage as one. You're not going into marriage as a single young lady or as a single young man, okay? Now, in the recent world, it is very, very rampant that people normalize privacy. They call it my private life. I need to have privacy. Now, I make it very clear to my followers and everyone, the world out there, that in marriage, there is nothing like privacy. Yes, the personal life that you want to live, if you want to have a private life, then there is no need for you to get married. All right? There is nothing like privacy in marriage. As long as both of you are married, you paid your dowry, you did your wedding, both of you are legally married. There is nothing like privacy. And this is something that you need to know from your courtship. During your courtship level, as a young woman, if you want to have access to your husband's personal life, you need to make it known. You need to start practicing that free life with him, okay, during your courtship. It's not after your marriage, after tying the knot, you want to like, okay, now you have right to get to know him or, have a free will to everything that belongs to him. You have to start exercising that right. Normalize that right from your courtship when you know that you're heading somewhere, okay? There's nothing like private life. What private life have caused so many marriage these days is private life have enabled men to cheat without their wife knowing about it because they have a private life on their phone. You can't touch their phone. It's a personal something. Private life have led madams to sleep with houseboy without Oga knowing about it. Private life have led madam to be sleeping with gate man without Oga knowing about it because it's a private life. You can't touch their phone. Their phone is their personal life. Now, let me make something clear to you. Marriage is sweeter when you both understand each other and you live a free life. If you want to enjoy marriage, you live a free life. Your wife knows everything about you. Now, I want to give you an example of what I mean by not having a private life when you're married. It makes your wife knows your day-to-day movement, knows everything about you, plan ahead with you, You know, when things are wrong or when things are going down for you, things are going down for the family. If things are going well for the family, things are going well for both of you. And that is how you enjoy family. That is how you get to travel to different countries of your choice together as family. That is how you build with your husband. You understand me? Now, some of you that exercise this private life in marriage are the ones that get divorced easily, because at the end of the day, there are secrets, okay? Your husband might not be able to confront you because of some certain things. You are living a private life. There are certain things that your husband's supposed to tell you, but because of your private life, he may not be able to confront you. And this lead them to do what? To having an extramarital affair. And because of your own private life, you neglect the needs of women actually, watching over their household, getting to know the needs and wants in their household. When they say the woman is the heart of a home, what are they trying to tell you? Women supersede everything that happens in a home, right? Including your husband. So normalize this normal life, a free life. That is why in my previous video, I tell you, try to have what I call family time with your husband. Normalize family time with your husband, okay? The mentality of women making money and feeling the money is their money and the husband money is family money. That is a very wrong narrative. And this thing has affected so many younger girls in this world, okay? A good home is a home that it's two people making up one home, right? A very unique one. A good home is where you come in, you see how things are, husband and wife understanding each other. You want to emulate, you want to have, tap into their grace. It's because they understand each other. The wife helps the husband when he's down. The husband helps the wife when she's down. That is normal relationship. That is normal husband and wife. You won't know where the money is coming from. You won't know who is providing for who. Arrogance, ego, pride is what led so many women out of their home. Instead of them to bend down to work things out with their husbands, they'll rather do what? Go out there to exploit, because they feel they have made it, they have their own money, they can take care of their own needs. Now, the worst mistake you can ever make in life as a married woman, or you can only leave your marriage when there is too much abusiveness, abuse of power, abuse of rights, and domestic violence and all that. And when it's too much, or when it's it's unbearable, I would advise you to take your leave or file for a divorce, or even go out for a while to allow the other one to calm down. Marry your best friend is the best way for you to actually understand your partner. Okay, during courtship, normalize you both having fun together, talking together, communicating more often. Because if you build communication from the very beginning, it will be difficult. It will never be difficult for you to communicate when things are going wrong when you are eventually married. All right, so normalize communication. Through communication, there is understanding. Through communication, the love keeps growing. So normalize these things when you are in courtship, not after marriage. Some of you feel like while you are in courtship, you give chances to no problem, let's keep going. When we get to this bridge, we'll cross it. When you get to that bridge, you will not have enough cement to build it if you don't lay the foundation very well. A lot of you during courtship, because a man meets up with your needs and wants, you as a woman, you don't set standards for yourself. You let the man have their way. So when you are married, you start complaining with the hope that the man will change. Listen, change is inevitable, quite all right, but it takes a lot for you as a human to change the other. One can only change when they decide to change by themselves, or circumstances may lead to their changes. You understand me? So to avoid you crying after getting married, normalize a lot of things. That is why I said in my previous video, as a young lady, you need to have a dream and know what you want in life. Okay, let's get back to our topic. What am I trying to say? Stop the habit of you feeling that a man's money is the family money and a woman's money is her money. No. Some women do that. When they have money, the only people they remember is their own immediate family. Now, I want to tell you something. The family you come from matters to an extent, but the family that comes from you matters a lot. The family that comes from you, I'm talking about your husband and your children. Okay? Before getting married, first and foremost, you need to actually ask yourself some few questions. The person you are getting married to, do you see yourself or do you see him as a replica of your father? Because you need to actually value him as much as you value your father. You need to respect him. You need to honor him as much as you do to your biological father. That is the only way you can glorify your partner. As a man, you need to see the replica of your mother in your wife, because you marry somebody that you want to call the mother of your children, right? You love your mother so much. You want to take care of your mother. You want to adore your mother. Same way is what you do to your wife. So you need to see the replica. You need to see them as your mother. You treat them the same way you treat your mother. You love them. You honor them. Same way goes to the women. Although most times men don't get that honor, but it's easily said. I can easily tell you, to help you understand it better, you have to see your husband as your father. For those that didn't have this fatherly love, while growing up, you can see them as somebody that you love so much. Maybe your uncle or your brothers that are helping you out. You understand me? So please, I'm talking about. Let me just go straight to this. Influencers, the celebrities, the ones that have large number of followers. When you're talking to your followers, try to make it known to them, especially the young girls. Having money in life is good, because it's one of the the most important thing that everybody wants in life. But please, to avoid breaks up, divorce and problems in marriage, your money as a woman and your husband money as a man joined together makes a family money. That is what we call family wealth. All right? Your husband might have billions. You have billions. You both are trillionaires. Okay? So there is nothing like my money when you're married. There is nothing like my money. It is our money. Okay? You build together, you make things together. I'm talking about those that want to have a healthy home. I know a lot of you will have a negative impact on this, but I'm just making this so that the younger ones will know the impression which this generation are creating. I don't blame them, it's because of what they have seen or what they have gone through in life. But I will keep, pushing out the positive side of marriage, because I am enjoying it. And I know you too want to enjoy a positive side of marriage. If you want to enjoy a positive, you need to, take note of so many things, especially when you are in courtship. You don't make arrangements after courtship or after when you're married. You start thinking of changing your husband or making your husband to do this or not to do that. Normalize it while you were still, coming up. Put out those things you want, because this is somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. So why hiding some certain characters of yours only to bring it out when you're married? Okay? So normalize being yourself while in courtship. I'm talking about those in serious relationship that wants to get married. All right, stop hiding as a man. Stop pleasing your wife or your girlfriend because you want to marry them. If you see yourself as a father, it's your responsibility to take care of a woman, right? Take care of a woman the way you want to take care of your family. All right? If you are the type that buys gifts because you want your woman to love you so much, what happens when you don't have? That is when the test will begin in the family. Marriage is a very long something, and you learn every day. But there are some certain things you need to put into note while coming up, so that you won't run into your doom. The biggest mistake a man or a woman can ever make in life is marrying the wrong partner. But there is no wrong partner anywhere. It is the decision at which or how we lay our foundation while coming up. It what affects us mostly when we are married. The choices we made, the standards we set while in courtship is what affects us so much. A lot of us will want to, exercise our rights. Once we got married, you start feeling the head of the house. Now you have a responsibility. You started having a responsibility the day you started toasting a woman. Okay, as a man, that is when your responsibility started. And as a woman, your responsibility started when you accept that relationship. Okay, you started being a sister, a mother, and a friend to the person you accept the relationship. Likewise, the man. So you need to understand that you both have a role to play. Okay, so I'm wishing you guys out there to behave yourself very well. Know this and know peace. There is nothing like my money, and there is nothing like his money. It is our money. All right. I pray this word goes out someday and it helps some family that are passing through difficulties. And as a man, if you notice that your wife is the kind of person that, she's the kind of person that do my own, she doesn't bring out to assist in the family, try to call your wife down, talk to her in an amicable manner, in a way she will understand. You loved her, you know her weak point, you know how to bring her down. So do your job as a man and put your family in order. Please take note of this, and I wish you a happy married life. I still remain your host, Udakomile Young One. One love. I'll see you on my next video.